thanks for being on here. For those
Mm-hmm.
who listened to me and have followed my story, they know that I met everyone in Dallas, and that's when I was introduced to the scalp analysis. And I cannot even believe almost a little bit over a year, I'm actually talking to you guys on my own podcast. It's just crazy. So,
Yes, it's exciting. As number
yeah,
one, you were talking about creating a podcast, and now it's here. So
it's here and it's at, and we're
people,
making it
yeah,
happen. So,
exactly. We love people that make it happen for sure.
that's right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, Roberta, okay, let's just take it back to the very, very beginning. You,
Mm-hmm.
how did you get started in the beauty industry? And
Okay, so I'm a Brazilian, right? So when I love like everything about beauty for me, it's like a lot. I love like hair and everything, and I have my kids like very small, and I always work with sales, and I really want okay. Maybe it's a time like to try to do something a little bit different. And with this passion about beauty, hair, makeup, and everything, I said, let me try go to study that. So I started that like at 20, 28 years ago, like at 20, I don't even know. Like I'm not good for numbers,
right,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, a lot of years ago when my kids are like at very small, and I love it. Like I just like jumping in, and I understand the concept, like at how you have the power in your hands to really like change people's life. Because when you work with hair, that's something that one you can really promote them experience. Like, and I always say, like the client come to you with like bad hair day, or sometimes like a very sad, you're very sensitive, or like very, hungry, like an upset. And when them sit in your chair, they start talk to you, you can really like it change everything, right? So you can change them day, you can change sometimes even the moment that one the client leaves. So for me, when I saw that, I always say, God give an extra blessing for hairdressers. People that want work with beauty, for me, it's 100% extra blessing from God, because this is like it's a really a lot for us. So I love the environment. I love salon. I love being, around women. I always work more with women than men. And the beginning, I say like men's don't have too much money involved. Men's don't pay the same price. Men is
Right.
not like ready to expend the same amount of money. More because like a 25, 26 years ago, the only thing men's doing in their hair is like a cut the hair. So
Right.
that's not money involved in haircuts, right? So I say, no, let me concentrate in movements, and I just jumping in coloring. So I'm become like a very specialized and change everything about hair coloring. So I say, oh, I think here I have a good opportunity to personalize something, to create something, to develop something. I can make my clients be straightened, or like a more smoothie, or more open curls, and bleach and coloring on the same time. So in that specific time, I see the opportunity to go in the marketing and do something even extra, more different, more, like innovator. Because I think
Right.
about hair, it's like you need to innovate all the time. So you just do the same stuff, people's gonna come over and do the same. So I say, no, 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 I need to do something different. And that will happen. So I'm becoming specialized in head straightening. So I'm
Okay.
in the beginning, this like so many years ago, I'm the first person around, like all around my city, do straighten it and bleach on the same moment.
Okay.
So that's something very unique, because the people don't
Right.
don't know to do something like that,
Yeah. Right. Right.
and in that way, start becoming like it more popular and more popular and more popular, and people start know about, oh, let me drive like it. People drive from the other cities to come to do the two process on the same time, you know.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I'm become like a very specialized in that, and in the hair. And I think all the industries, if you do something different than what people don't know, you don't have a competition.
Stay
It's you.
ahead of the game.
Yeah, I have my own salons in Brazil. I started giving classes. I start, created these new techniques to make straighteners, and in this way we go to jump to the one to the other one. And years after, I think like a three of like almost 10 years after that, I'm starting to understand when you take care the hair, you don't really touch the scalp. And
Right.
people in that time, 15, 16 years ago, people don't really understand nothing about skin. Even if you're a trachology, if you have hair specialized, if you do cut, if you do whatever, even dermatologists, them don't really understand about the scalp is it different than the regular skin.
Right.
So in
Right.
that time, I'm start studying how we can proceed, how we can do something different to take care of my client scalp and hair, because in that way, my only goal is to do more straightenings and more coloring. So I understand I need to do this with chemicals. So I need to prepare the hair, prepare the scalp to do the chemical stuff. So in that way, I see, oh, we have another gap in the marketing. People don't think like that. People don't have this knowledge. People don't understand that. So in that way, I'm start working with a lot of friends that want the dermatology to help me to formulate the things that one we needed to take care of the scalp in the proper way.
Did you just know that to get AI involved because that's the next thing coming? And I mean, to me, that was the biggest thing is
Yeah, what happened in that time, like after past a lot of years, right? I have
that
my kids growing and everything. My husband is involved with technology. So my husband is the person, the one working with technology. So always we try bring new technology for the company, right? To do something, not only about develop a new product, but combine this new technicians with some technology. And when I think 5, 6 years ago, we start develop with the new things. We already have a system because I have a salon brand, the one called Hair Concept. It's another business in the industry. The one we developed to do the whole personalized after the scalp analysis. So we develop our own system for do this. And after the years pass, like at Mariana also, that's the new generation help us a lot, right? So that's when like them have abilities, right? They want to do that's so easy for them, And Mariana, she's not like a trichology or she's not hairdresser, but she's got involved with all this new technology. And because
right.
she's working with the hair industry with me for almost 15 years, right? Mari's, I think
Yeah.
13 years. She's involved from the beginning. RG started 16 years ago, and she's already involved in all the hair shows and all the events and
Yeah.
everything. And like 4 years ago, when we start develop this new technique, how we can improve. So my husband and her get super connected to try develop something new. So in that way, I say, even today, I say when we work with the machines, with the system, with the technology, like in Mariana, she's known more than me like in 100 times, because and I say this combination working so well because of why this new generation, them have the ability. And
Yeah.
like I don't know how you are with technology, but I'm terrible. You
No,
know,
me
I
same, yeah, yes,
I'm terrible. So things that one for her is so easy, for me so difficult. So
right,
this combination make the best word. So them can develop something that one is easier for them, but it's easier for us as well. So
right.
that's how the I
AI.
AI, thank you, Mari.
Yeah,
That's
yep,
how the AI technology become like, okay, we need to have something like that. Because the people don't really understand nothing about scalp care, don't really is a hairdressing or is just working in the salon, can have the ability to jump in on that and have the machine have the knowledge for them. The
Right.
machine bring the results for them. So that's going to be like the amazing tools can give to them the opportunity to change your hair service, to
Right.
change the things they want you to do, the best we can have.
Yeah, it really is. Talking about the younger generation though, having Sophie, my daughter, and a couple other young girls has definitely livened up the salon and has stepped up our social media, because I also knew, as running the salon and wanting to grow, I had to get on social media, and it took me 5 hours for one post. And I'm like, this is
Me
crazy.
too.
This is crazy. And then I was like, I like to talk a lot, and I'm not camera shy. I love podcasting. So let's just get on and talk about our salon. So it really works for me because it's what people are wanting now, the off, and I can't even say the word, the rawness and stuff. So, but yeah, it's definitely has livened up our salon, this younger generation, and Sophie gets so upset with me. I just love, because I can see the dynamics between the mother and daughter, and it's like,
Yeah, is a challenge, right? Is a challenge for both of us. But
yeah,
Megan, one of the things, the one I really appreciated when this new generation understands how important is you have the mix it. And also I really appreciated when people like us, the old generation, like we're not that old, right?
no,
We're
no,
not
no,
that
no, it
old.
doesn't.
But like the old generation is still open the mind to
Yes,
let them, teacher us. Because
right.
a lot of things, Mariana, I always say, like, come on, my girls are the best. Them gonna become 10 times better than me. I always say, even that's my promise, right? God always say this, like your next generation is gonna do stuff the one you don't do. So we just prepare the road for them come with the cars and drive.
Yeah,
That's the mom part, right? That's the parent part. So I think like when you extend that, them not come to change, them come to add,
to add, yes,
you
yep.
know.
And I
So
like the fact that, like, the older ones that talk negatively, or like, oh, this next generation, and it's like they're almost doing it a little bit smarter, because they are like, they know what they want, and they're like,
yes.
I'm not doing that. Are you kidding? Where we would do anything just to, have a client in our chair. So it's both of us together, both generations are working well. So
Oh,
okay, then so Mariana, you had a big part then in the actual AI, the scalp system, right?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been, working with RG since since my mom founded it for sure. And then so when she started, when we decided I was doing the marketing part of the business, when we decided to look and find something and create a system that would really combine what she wanted and the technology that, I've been seeing everywhere. AI is taking over
Right.
whether we like it or not, right?
Right. Yep.
If you think about, yeah, like back in the day, when TVs were a thing, and then, the cell phones came, even, it really is like every generation goes through these changes, and we can resist it or we can embrace it, right?
Right.
And I
Right.
think embracing is the smarter move. So definitely we were able to find, people to help us, of course, create the system, engineers to help us actually build a system for us that, is
What
custom
did that
made
look
to
like?
what we need.
Sorry.
It was, no, go ahead.
No, I just like sitting back, just thinking about the process, and I mean, just kind of give me a rundown how that looks.
Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth for sure, and I think again, it teaches you working with other people, especially when it gets to the very technical,
Yeah.
yeah, like a technology and certain things you just have to, trust because we don't know, right? I know how to use it, but I don't know how to code anything.
Right.
So just having the trust that they're doing the best they can. But we really were able to, I feel like, come to, I even yesterday I did a demo, and this lady, she has all the trichoscopes in the market, and so she came across ours and she's like, I just want to see it before I buy it. And she was like, I'm surprised, I'm so shocked by the quality. I'm shocked by, the image and what you have. And I'm like, oh, great. It means even for someone that has had all of them,
Yeah.
we were able to create something very actually with quality. Because I would say that's something I've learned with my mom. We don't sacrifice quality over anything. I think a lot of the brands, quality can be expensive. So then people sacrifice quality, whether it's quality ingredients, quality, right, materials, quality work, and then, but you end up paying for that somehow.
Just just your aesthetics behind RG is very appealing. Like for me, I didn't know that I needed the scalp system until I came across it, and then I was like, I can't imagine knowing how I am. I probably would have been like that lady. I probably would have tried all of these. I got very, very lucky that I ran into you guys right away, but I knew
Yes.
that because of I could tell that you guys were a family business and that your guys' dynamics and everybody was having fun, and the aesthetics behind your brand is just beautiful. You could tell that that was not what's the word I'm looking for?
Forced.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
big.
I mean,
Yeah.
and you can just really tell too, just even in like in everyday life when you come across somebody, you just can kind of tell the way they carry themselves. Right or wrong, it's just the way it is. And so I knew that I was getting into a really good company. Had no idea how good isn't even that's underplaying it. I don't even know the words for the RG products.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
they're so good. My biggest thing here is just getting the word out, letting everybody know how good it is. And for me, it's almost like, and maybe this is something you guys can help me with. It's almost like I feel I have to get them into the head spa for me to try it out so they can smell it and they can actually see it. But a lot of people still are like, "Well, what's a head spa?" So it's like we first I don't know, it's like, do we talk about the scalp analysis and go from there, or do we promote the head spa? So that's kind of where we're at right now. Summer definitely was kind of slow, which I've heard is
Yeah, it's normal, right?
So I always say like the scalp analysis, scalp story is like really the first step for everything. In my life, I work with psychology for almost 15 years, right? And I always say like, guys, if you understand, you change your mind and understand everything start on the scalp. Everything. You cannot have healthy hair if you don't have healthy scalp. So that when you make the people understand in the service, in the salon, and anything, you start first with check your client's scalp. After you can do even a hair color, hair straightening, smoothing, anything.
so you're saying
Change
like the
this.
client comes into the salon, be like that should be part of the consultation.
For sure. For me, like,
Really?
yeah, like in my salon in Brazil, and like the clients, the one have the whole system inside of the salon, the one we have in here. I always say, if the client make an appointment for blow dry, offer them the hair analysis.
Yeah.
Because when you do your hair analysis, when you can see with your eyes what is
Right.
the condition of their scalp, I'm sorry, this scalp, I don't have an idea how my scalp is.
Right,
What is the
right.
condition? When I take a look and I check, everything change. So it's another idea. Something the one Mariana say right now, it's like every time we do a demo with the scalp story analysis, people understand it's not about trichoscope. Trichoscope in these days, you can go in Amazon and buy for $20.
Right.
That's not about trichoscope. It's about the whole technology behind. We don't have a camera, we have a system. We have the system, the one helps you to take care of your client for A to Z, to prove to your client the improvement, save the pictures, show them, do the whole protocol for your clients. So that's, it's not only about a camera, it's not only about trichoscope, it's about a system helps you to take your salon to the next level.
Right, right. Very interesting. Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. We would have to have like 5 systems, you know? Like,
Oh yes, they all come. Yeah. I mean, ideally you know, you have them, or even the schedule right to where you're able to do it in everyone. Or but it doesn't have to be, maybe, you know, it's maybe while they're doing their nails, or maybe while
right.
they're, you know, after, like, oh, if it's busy, then maybe before you start cutting, or after, even, you know, just so you have an idea, as long as everyone gets the opportunity to do it. But I understand
And
that, yeah.
also, let me tell you something, girl. When you open the camera, when you put it in the scalp and show them how the scalp really is, stop it.
It
They
is. It's
don't really
almost
think
like,
about the blow dry. They don't really think about the
Yeah.
nails, and don't really think about nothing. They want to see, oh my goodness, I don't believe that's my scalp. I
yeah.
don't believe the situation is that. In your area, how many hair salons have the same the one you have? No one. Just
No,
you.
yes.
So you are 100%.
I mean, I don't even know within a couple hours. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
In the
I feel like
marketing.
maybe I'm a little scared because you know what I mean? It's like you almost have to be ready for it to,
For the, yeah.
For sure. For
because
sure.
it's like we took the summer off. Okay, you know, we've got everything aligned. That's why I'm like, when we agreed for today, I was like, oh, good, because this is kicking in. You know, today's October 1st, and I always,
Yes.
you know, we're gonna get this going in fall. But that's a really good idea because I know how I learn. If I have to see it, and if I can see the buildup,
Yeah.
and you know, it all inflamed. And you tell me, okay, use this. Of course, I'm going to do it. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
it definitely sells itself. I didn't
Yes.
think about just doing the analysis.
I'm the person that wants to see the things. So when I take it and I saw like the build up, the one I have in my scalp, how am I just gonna go out and still use the same shampoo?
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
no way, right? That's
And
no
I
way.
think
Yeah.
no, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because you said you think you're scared. You know, sometimes you just gotta do it being scared, because you gotta do it scared. And I think, yeah, and it's a good scared, right? Because for sure, I think the results will come, and then you're gonna figure it out. We're never fully ready. Just do it.
No, just jump right in. So, okay. So it's been about what, a little over a year since you brought it to,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
How's it going? Is it going well?
Yes, it's been great. I mean, we're nearly sold out, really, and working on, you know, improving the system constantly. Because that's the thing too, right? When you talk about technology, you can't stop. You're constantly having to keep up and improve. Just like, yeah, like, you know, stylists, you're constantly having to learn new techniques and you know, innovate. So, but it's going really well. You know, we just came from a show this year, BTC, you know, is nearly sold out. We had to order a few more. We just came from a show this weekend that, you know, was very focused on spas and clinics, medical clinics and spas. So,
Like,
and yeah, even they were so impressed and very excited. So,
Where
you know,
have you seen, like, from like last year's crowd, like from when I was in Dallas to now, can you see a lot more people coming to the booths and wanting to know more?
yes, for sure. Especially, yeah, like this year, you know, we even had a very different. We have like a new setup for our booth. You know, our booths are always packed. Again, let me just say, yeah, it's always the prettiest and the busiest of the
It
show.
is.
That's all I'm saying. But no, but it really, it was a lot. So a lot of people, very. I mean, everyone, even the people that aren't necessarily, the buyers, ideally you want the buyers, right, to stop by, and so that you don't, so that,
But
but
we
we even,
created the experience, right, Mari? Talk
yeah,
about the experience. Explain like it. We're not, because we're not in the show only to show a product or show a machine. We created the experience.
yes. Yeah. So yeah. So they sat, everyone got their hair analyzed, their scalp analyzed. And then, from there, they then were able to personalize their own products there, their own samples. So we have, our little booster bar, I call
I
it,
love that. Where
yeah.
that's so cool.
Yes, yes. We're working on setup so you can have it at your salon.
In
We're
your salon.
working on getting all of
Oh,
that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
gonna be something very unique and very new. For we're gonna try have that for the Christmas, but if it's not for sure, 2026 we're gonna have that. It's like you can build the RG bar, like it all the area, RG experience inside of your salon with this booster bar technology. So the one your client can have the experience to see how you're gonna prepare
yes.
them
Yeah.
products, so that's
That is
gonna be amazing
so,
experience.
yes, that is so cool. So, okay, this is kind of a side note, but I'm the type of person, I'm like, more is always better, a little bit more laundry detergent, a little bit more, it always makes things better. Um,
Yeah.
I probably overuse the the product,
These products.
and
Yeah.
we uh we implemented Salon Scale. Have you heard of Salon Scale?
Yes, yes.
The
This is, yeah,
the
for
The
sure.
system, yes. Okay. So I was just wondering, like, if we would have a bar of some sort, like if how do I ask this?
so you have the table to show you, right? So you go,
Yes.
it's not
'Cause
difficult at all.
I definitely know that I'm overusing, and if there's a bar like that, I'll just be so
No, yes,
and
but for
that's
sure.
a me problem, but I just wondered if there's any way that since we have, like, 5 girls, doing head spas, if there's a way we can put the product into the Salon Scale. And having a scale in general probably would be good, I know for me, but I just get
Yeah.
didn't didn't know
You
how.
Yes, it's, yeah, I mean, you don't, the whole, yeah, like more is not necessarily, it won't affect, of course you want to make sure the product, is being absorbed and everything, but you don't, it's actually better, if you put less, but you're actually working the scalp, for example, and you're actually having more time to work the scalp, and then of course the hair. It's just like when people want to like sleep with masks on. I'm like, that's crazy. It gets to a point where it's not doing anything for your hair anymore,
It's just
other than drying it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
don't sleep with masks in your hair. But what people still want to do it because they think the longer I leave it on, the better it's gonna be. Um, yeah, no, I definitely, we could always talk to you and I can
Yes,
send you a
yes.
video of how much you're putting on, but we could prepare something better for you too.
So, Julia, what does she do? So Julia is,
Yes.
your daughter.
She's our CFO. She's our financial director. And it's just, yeah, again, working with family, working with your sister and your mom, you gotta love it. And it's,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah,
So
no, I think
fun.
we do a great job. But yeah, she's doing 22 days. So we're super excited.
I'm rooting for November 6th.
Oh, no, that it won't be. That's your birthday, right? You said?
Yeah.
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 It
It
didn't
won't.
they
It's,
already know that she's not going over that?
yeah, yeah, no,
Oh,
she
okay.
can't. So it's already, yeah, it's scheduled because she
Nice. It's
can't
already
go over.
scheduled. It's scheduled for
Yeah, it's a C-section already scheduled. So
Oh,
it could come earlier, but it definitely
right.
won't pass the 23rd. Yeah.
Um, so the way that you guys do the marketing and stuff, is that just by like shows?
No, we do. No, we do a lot of social media, also
Oh, yes,
marketing,
yes.
and yeah, the basic, I'd say, stuff. But yeah, a lot of our stuff is, I think shows are very good, way of for brand awareness, and like people to get to know us. I think I've seen the consumer is now more open to, like, the smaller brands they don't necessarily know yet. Which I think is so great, because yes, you have the big names in the beauty industry, but it's like I said, it's, to me, I much rather use a brand that I get to know more, and I know what, where they come from and what they're doing,
Yes.
as opposed to
And
just a
I
big
know,
corporation.
and you know who actually like, created it and the reason behind
Yeah.
it. And yes. Um,
Yeah.
so like a normal day for you guys, what does it look like? Do you spend a lot of time doing demos and training?
Y Yeah, it's a lot of just for me every yeah, for me, it's a lot of just meeting. Roberta loves long meetings, which, we're trying also, it's also something of your generation, okay?
Yes.
There's a trend that millennials created that says, this could have been an email, and it's very much true. Most meetings could have been emails. No,
Yes.
but I think, I understand the importance of meetings because, it's you solve the problems there right then. But yeah, mostly meetings, talking to clients, yes, preparing for shows, or really, I film a lot of stuff for the brand too. But yeah, a lot of just sales and marketing stuff for me. And then Roberta, she works when she wants to.
Yeah. Do you work behind the chair anymore?
No.
No, no.
D-
I love it. Like always, we are in the salon, right? So the salon, I love it, but I can't, like, we can't, because like when you work, I love it. That's my first thing. I always love it to be in the salon, but when you work behind the chair, one thing is like a concentrating a client. I always say like it when I'm working with some client, no phones, no calls, nobody. My whole attention, my full attention is my clients.
Yeah.
So after years, I can't do that. Because right now we have 8 companies in the beauty industry. We are the manufacturing, right? So we have it only RG and Self. We have 4 different brands. We have the salon business. We do private labels. We have it 18 countries open today with the brand. So it's really a lot. So I can, if I expand, I always say it's my hobby, like my
Yeah.
pleasure to do. I love it, but it's a very difficult to stay in the chair.
What is, I'm gonna ask each one of you this. What is your favorite RG product? If you could only have one.
Oh,
My favorite. Well, you go first, Roberta. Let's make
no, no,
sure
no,
we're
you
not
go
doing saying the
first.
same.
No, let me tell
Oh,
you.
go.
New generation go first.
Right. If I could just do one.
Yes.
Oh God. I think one, it would be the maracuja peeling shampoo. I have extremely oily scalp, and I'm, constantly styling my hair and doing so much with it that if I hadn't had like this shampoo to actually cleanse my scalp and really, remove all the buildup, I feel like I wouldn't have hair anymore because it would just be too clogged and falling and stuff. So definitely
Got it.
that's my favorite shampoo. I use it every single time.
Got it. And what's
Oh,
your Roberta?
no, like you talking about the whole RG or only Amazon Advanced line?
Yeah,
Uh,
all okay.
all
Oh,
RG.
ORG for sure is a BB cream. I don't know if you try that. BB cream is the only smoothing system in the marketing until today. You can performance in any type of hair. Like me, I have a very strong hair loss right now. My head is super curl, like a very frizzy, very difficult to management, but I have a very small quantity of hair. And I love my hair big, big, big like this. And if I do any other type of straightening, any other type of smoothing, even the RG ones, my hair is going to be too flat. I cannot do it because it's going to disappear my hair. So
Right.
BB cream is the product, the one you performance, you give it, you freeze control, you make the hair be smooth, shiny, and you don't lose your volume. So for me, that's the amazing, amazing, amazing innovation we created 10 years ago. And until today, a lot of brands try copy us, try do something similar, but them cannot. them cannot.
You're
What
going
is your favorite?
you're gonna hang on, you're gonna die when I tell you this, but we haven't even used our BB cream yet since the
Are
show.
you kidding me, girl? I told you when you do, it's gonna be a number one service at the salon.
You have to
BB cream
try it out
after
for
hair
sure.
color, clients is gonna love you.
Tell
even
my
more.
girls, they'll be listening.
Yeah, like let me tell you, like do highlights and apply BB cream. It's a life change. It's a life change. Like old ladies, the one having like me, sometimes even less hair volume, and when them do BB cream, the hair become amazing. Sometimes they don't even need a blow dry. Just wash and go out. So your hair become natural, frizz control, shine. Come on. That's I can it's the amazing innovation we have in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in love. I'm in love with maracuja pili and patawa mask. That's the best combination for maintenance home care products. Best combination for any type of hair. If you do maracuja pili shampoo and patawa mask, your life is gonna change. But
That's
for
my
certain,
favorite.
yeah,
Yes.
your
I
life is
smell
gonna
different
change.
now that my hair is all chopped off. I really liked the mask, the mask she's
Ottawa. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but now that my hair is shorter, I I think I used the murmur.
Muru muru. Yes.
I don't remember. Yes. I basically use whatever Sophie is using in the shower.
Okay. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But the growth tonic is going off the shelf.
Yes. Yes. And
Oh,
that one really with
yeah.
consistency and like, a few like 6 to 8 weeks, like the results are incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
We have a handful of clients that are on the system, and it's just the results are just incredible. So,
Awesome.
um,
Love to hear it.
I think our time is it running out? Are we over? No, we have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
5 minutes.
our slogan is make it happen. So I would like to know what is something that you made happen recently. Because I mean, we could sit here all day how awesome we are about all the stuff that we make happen, but just something recently that you made happen.
So this actual show we just did 2 days ago was the first show that Julie and I made it happen without my mom. She was not there. Yeah, and it was just, yeah, she decided she needed some time. No, she was busy, doing the business stuff in Brazil, and so we just did it all by ourselves, and it was, yeah, we made it happen. It was
Yeah, that's awesome. That's why
yeah,
I was wondering if she would be with you today. I just assumed her
yeah.
Florida, but no, the girls did it alone. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And it was, yeah,
Did
it
you
was
miss
good.
her? Did you miss her?
Yeah, we did, but you know what? We figured it out. No, we definitely we figured it out. It went as smooth as we could have it. So it was good.
Okay, Roberta, what about you?
And that's so funny. We are so connected because the My Make It Happen is exactly like that. For the first time after 16 years with RG Cosmetics, I really let them grow and, in their way, like it. I trust in them so much, and I know them can do better than me, like it. And I see, no, is it time, to let them go,
Right,
let them do, let them learn, because we learn together, right? We learn
right.
together. Every show is a new experience. Every show we have a lot of learns, like we understand a lot of new things, but it's a different when like, oh, my mom is not here, so really them, Julie and Mariana, and Julie is pregnant with 8 months. So it's
Yeah.
Yes.
not like she's the
Right.
aunt, so them did it like everything by
And
themselves.
you guys put your booth up together, right? Like you did
Yes,
Yes.
all of that.
yes,
Yeah, that's
Yes.
so
yes,
cool.
yeah. So for me, that's like the big change. Like I make it happen, let them grow.
Yes,
Let them
yes.
make the mistakes, let them make them goals, let them make the good things, and let them be proud from themselves because of them did it. You know,
Right,
them did an
right.
amazing show, them did an amazing that's so important. You know, let your kids grow.
Yes, and you know what? You've been making it happen all these years to get to the point to where you are that you can walk away and let them do it. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
I
I
just
hope I hope
hopefully
you
not
enjoyed
gonna
it.
be our last. My challenge is to get Julia on here one of these days.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it's gonna be
Emma
amazing.
come join us as well.
Yes,
It's gonna be
yes.
amazing. Next time it's gonna be Julia and Emma. So it's gonna be we're gonna have a
Exactly.
three generation
Yes,
here podcast.
yes, and you'll see
Mm.
my invoice that my challenge will be met. So you'll
Amazing. Yes. Yes, we will follow up with how your challenge is going.
okay. Sounds
Great.
good. All right, guys. See you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much
Megan.
for the
Bye.
opportunity, Megan. It's a pleasure to have you, like contact and talk and share the experience. So
Yes,
thank you so much for inviting
yes, because
us.
I have a lot of questions and stuff. Since we
Yeah,
last talked. So yeah, awesome.
perfect.
I'll
Yeah,
look.
well, yeah, we'll talk.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.